Hey Jim, this is Daniel. Hey, I was actually just about to release your disclosures and I found something. I want to run it by you first before I send it out to get your feedback. Before I do, is Mildred available? Put me on speakerphone. I already know that they're available. Why? I was more covert. I didn't say, when will you and your wife be available to make a decision?
Connected to SalesRemastered.
The reason why this method works is because the traditional method of how loan officers present their options, this is how their pitch call starts. Hey Jim, this is Daniel. I put some options together. You got pen and paper? Sound familiar? Hell yeah, right? Each and every single one of y'all are giving yourself a handicap. You're not positioning yourself properly. And this one method will completely change your life, but also change your income bracket. And it's starting off your pitch this way. Hey Jim, this is Daniel. Hey, I was actually just about to release your disclosures and I found something. I want to run it by you first before I send it out to get your feedback. Before I do, is Mildred available? Put me on speakerphone. I already know that they're available. Why? I was more covert. I didn't say, when will you and your wife be available to make a decision? Some people say that and you're putting them on guard. But they throw me on speakerphone, and then the key thing is that I need to reframe them. Reframe them means I need to put them back into the emotional state where they need my service, they need my solution. So reframing them sounds something like this. Hey Jim, is Mildred there? Can you throw me on speakerphone? Hey Mildred, this is Daniel. I had a chance to talk to your husband Jim earlier today, and he shared with me the need to create cash flow to pay off the 30 grand in credit card debt. He mentioned that you guys are only paying minimum payments, and because you're only paying minimum payments, it's actually weighed on your FICO score. He also mentioned to me that you guys barely hold $1,000 in the bank after everything is paid, and you guys are living check to check with 4 independents in the household. He also did mention to me that primary goal is to keep this house long-term, pay it off, and then create some sort of nest egg so that you with 4 children has something to rely on. I just properly framed both of them. Not only that, but I gave Jim kudos because Mildred's like, damn, Jim, you do listen to me. You see how that works? And so now I got them both ready and primed. And so then I say, because that was important to you, I found something and I just wanted to run it by you first before I send out your disclosures. I want to get your feedback first. Because that was important to you, I noticed that the credit bureau comments mentioned a lot of negative comments that gave you your FICO score of 770, right? Even though they got a good FICO, I'm still gonna tear it down. A lot of these credit bureaus were commenting, and this is probably why you only got a 770 FICO, Jim, was because they mentioned that a lot of the credit card balances to high credit limit is too high. The ratio is very high. And I noticed that a lot of your credit cards, you're actually close to its maximum limit. And I wanted to ask you, like this Chase credit card, how much are you paying on that? We're paying about $100. Okay, I see the minimum it's like 75. So basically you're paying the minimum, right? Yeah, I'm paying the minimum. That's gonna keep the comments on there for a pretty long time if you're paying the minimum. Would you agree? Yes. Okay, and you did mention that at the end of every month, you barely have any money to put in the bank and you only got about $1,000, meaning that if an emergency happened, the only thing you would have to rely on is the Chase card. But the problem is the Chase card only has about $800 available left on your limit. So what would be your plan B? We don't have one, Daniel. It's tough, man. These kids are expensive. You get it? All I'm doing is positioning myself and saying, okay, well, I got an idea and I want to run it by you. I think that what we can do, if you're open to it, is I could show you how to remove all these comments, boost your FICO up from 770 up to close to 800, 850. Show you how to immediately put about 6 to 7 grand inside your bank account, create enough cash savings to where you will replenish any lost money and build up 12 months of pure living, just liquid in your bank within the next 6 months. Not only will this position you where in 6 to 10 months, you can then reduce the life of your loan by about 7 years, which I did the math for you, Jim and Mildred. 7 years is by 12 months, that's about, 84 payments times the $2,000 in principal interest that you pay. That's about, $174,000 or something, $178,000 in extra savings. This can actually be true. What are your thoughts on that? If we could do that, what do you think they're gonna say? Hell yeah. How do we do that? Absolutely. How do we do this? What do I got to do? Right? That's the way you sell a deal.